The boy simply got off a few stops too late on his way home. Little did he know that when he stepped off the bus, he'd find his parents with a stranger's child. To confirm his suspicions, he rushed to ask his dad who the boy was, but dad insisted he'd been at work all day. And mom claimed she'd stayed home. Mom thought her son must have been sleepy. This could explain why he mistook someone during the day. But the boy still sensed something was off. So the next day at school, he told his classmates that yesterday he saw his parents leading another child. Yet his best friend reacted with unusual calm, even asking if he was about to turn 7.
なんで知ってるの？私この間7歳になったから知ってるんだけど、あの辺に長い塀に囲まれた建物があって。
Just then, the teacher approached with a strange look, telling the girl not to spread rumors. Realizing something was wrong, Ikumi deliberately got off at yesterday's stop. He wanted to search the area for the wall the girl had mentioned. Unexpectedly, when he reached an alleyway, he actually discovered the building constructed from walls. But just then, a security guard suddenly appeared and immediately dragged Ikumi inside. Just as Ikumi thought he was about to be beaten, a boy pulled him aside in the nick of time. When Ikumi came to his senses, he realized this boy looked exactly like him. His name was also Ikumi, and even his accent was strikingly similar. The boy said he had lived in this orphanage since childhood, but tomorrow he would finally meet his parents, because tomorrow was his 7th birthday. Ikumi was shocked to hear this, for tomorrow was also his birthday. Thus, they became good friends, and promised to play together whenever they could. But that night, after Ikumi fell asleep, his parents lay awake, unable to sleep. Dawn would bring Ikumi's 7th birthday, unbeknownst to them. Ikumi was eavesdropping behind the door. He refused to think about what tomorrow might bring. Soon, the next day arrived. To make Ikumi's birthday happier, his parents took him to an amusement park. Yet his parents looked tense and couldn't muster any joy no matter what they did. They barely acknowledged Ikumi, wanting to understand what was wrong. Ikumi asked if something had happened today. Hearing this, his parents grew tense. Ikumi said his classmate mentioned, "Something terrible happens on your 7th birthday." He begged his mom to tell him what it was. Last night, he overheard his parents discussing something, but then his mom suddenly slapped him. Hearing this, Ikumi felt a wave of unease wash over him. Just then, his dad's phone rang unexpectedly. To his shock, the caller demanded his dad bring Ikumi downstairs. Terrified, Ikumi looked down and saw a child who looked exactly like him waiting below. Only then did his mother reveal the truth to Ikumi. She said the child was also their son. Soon after, his parents brought Ikumi to an orphanage. It was only then that Ikumi understood what his 7th birthday signified. It turned out their country conducted a mad experiment to better build the nation. Every infant was cloned while still in the womb. Researchers used cells to cultivate an identical child. One was raised by the biological parents, while the other was sent to an orphanage. When the children reached 7, their IQs were compared. Only the superior child could remain with its parents. The inferior one was handed over to the orphanage for disposal. Only then did Ikumi understand. The child who had been with his parents days earlier was his clone. After comparing their development in every aspect, Ikumi fell short in every measure against his clone. Thus, the clone was deemed superior. Upon learning the outcome, his parents promptly submitted an application to take the clone. This meant Ikumi would be taken away by the orphanage.